We are doing some questions regarding beta, right? Let us revise all three formulas of beta that we know. R between security, if you want to find out beta of security, R will be between security and market multiplied by standard deviation of security divided by standard deviation of market. Another formula by which you can find out beta is covariance between X and Y. Covariance between security and market divided by variance of market. If you want to find out beta of portfolio, security will be replaced by portfolio. That's it. You can find out also beta of security by change in security divided by change in market return. By all three formulas, you can find out beta. What is beta of portfolio? It is weighted average beta of all security. So if you want to find out beta of portfolio, it is a weighted average beta of all securities. Let us continue with questions of beta. A portfolio manager has following 4 stocks in his portfolio: V, C, S and A. Number of shares is given, market price is given. Beta of all securities is given. Compute the following portfolio beta. Answer number 1. We are calculating portfolio beta. There are 4 securities: V, C, S, L. Is it right? We are already knowing beta. Yes. Let me find out weight. How to find out weight? Number of shares multiplied by market price. This is what they are holding right now. Is it alright? So this will be 5 market value of a security. This will be 5 lakhs. This will be 1 lakh. This will be 2 lakhs. This will be 4 lakhs. No, 40 lakhs. It is 200. I don't think it is 200. It is just a misprint. Yes, it is 20. Huh? It is a misprint. You can correct it in your book also. That's right. It is 4 lakhs. Is it right? What is beta of individual security? 0.9, 1.0, 1.5, 1.2. Is it right? What is the total value? 5, 6, 10, 12. What is beta of portfolio? It is weighted average beta of all securities. Take this as I, this as W. Find out sigma IW divided by sigma W. I always do it in calculator. 5 lakh into 0.9 is equal to M plus. 1 lakh M plus. 2 lakh multiplied by 1.5 is equal to M plus. 4 lakh multiplied by 1.2 is equal to M plus. MRC is total of sigma IW divided by sigma W is 12 lakhs divided by 12 lakhs. It is nothing but 1.1083. Beta of portfolio is 1.1083. This is my first answer. This is important and new. If portfolio managers seeks to reduce the beta to 0.8, try to concentrate. This beta is already 1.1083 and he wants to reduce his beta to 0.8. Let us not read ahead. But can you tell me how you can reduce the beta to 0.8? You will have to sell some of the securities which are having higher beta. You will have to either purchase a risk-free security in your portfolio. Is it alright? Try to concentrate a simple thing. I want to convert this beta into 0.8. Is it alright? So I will have to reduce this beta. Is it alright? Now concentrate. Let me find out total of this and let me write down separately even all totals. Is it alright? VCSL, uh, 5 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 lakh. Beta is 0.9, 1, 1.5, 1.2. Alright, let me find out this answer even. Is it alright? This is 4,50,000. This is 1 lakh. This is sigma IW. This is 3 lakhs. This is 4,80,000. Is it alright? Now try to concentrate. Here the beta of sigma IW divided by sigma W, that is beta, is 1.1083. But I want to reduce this beta to 0.80. First, I am teaching you mathematically. Try to concentrate. This is I, this is a W, and this is IW. Is it alright? So if I want to reduce this beta, first what is the numerator? 450 plus 100 plus 300 plus 480. It is 13,30,000, which is divided by 12 lakhs. This is 12 lakhs, right? And I have got the answer of beta 1.1083. Is it alright? Try to concentrate. How this answer I got it? 13,30,000 divided by 12 lakhs. Is it alright? Now, if I want this answer 0.8, is it alright? If I keep numerator as 13,30,000, what should be my denominator so that the beta is 0.80? Is it alright? I am doing it. I am trying to explain you first mathematically, then I will explain you logically. Is it alright? So I need to increase my investment, but this should remain 0. Try to concentrate. I need to increase this figure, but this figure should remain as it is, 13,30,000. Is it not? So what I need to do, first I need to find out x. X will be 13,30,000 divided by 0.80. 13,30,000 divided by 0.80. It is 16,62,500. It is 16,62,500. This should be denominator. So instead of 12 lakhs, you should be writing 16,62,500. So if I write down 4,62,500, that is 16,62,500 minus 12 lakhs is 4,62,500. This figure will become 16,62,500. Is it alright? And understand, if I invest 4,62,500, I want this answer as 0. So beta of this security should be 0. Otherwise this will be another number and this figure will change. Is it alright? So beta of this security is 0. I am refinding my beta. This is 13,30,000. Is it alright? So my beta, new beta after adding this security, that is 4,62,500, is 13,30,000 divided by 16,62,500, and believe me, answer will be 0.8. 13,30,000 divided by 16,62,500 is nothing but 0.8. 80. What I have done with this purple color pen is I have added the securities in my portfolio which was having a beta of 0. So it is reducing my overall risk to 0.8, and this should be risk-free investment. This should be risk-free investment. Is it alright? So this is nothing but how to reduce your beta. If you are having a beta of say 1.10 and ultimately you want to convert this beta into 0.80, is it alright? Then you will have to add some risk-free securities in your portfolio so that the average beta is reduced to 0.80. That's it, alright. Reduction of beta, if done logically, believe me, it is extremely easy. Is it alright? Alright. What was the total of this? 12 lakhs. What was total of this? 13,30,000. This was W. This was IW. Let us go to third question. If portfolio manager seeks to increase the beta to 1.2, how much risk-free investment should he brings in? He wants to increase the beta to 1.2. Right now, what is the beta? 13,30,000 divided by 12 lakhs is equal to 1.1083. 1.1083. Now, he wants to increase the beta to 1.2. It is 1.2? Yes. He wants to increase the beta to 1.2. Try to concentrate. He will have to bring in some more risky investment to make beta 1.2. But we are not in practical life, we are in theoretical life. Try to concentrate what we will do. Is it all? This figure I will keep same, and the additional security which I am introducing, which will be having a beta of 0. Is it all? If this is 0, this is sigma IW, this will remain 0. So my numerator will remain 13,30,000. What should be the denominator? 12 lakh should not be denominator. Otherwise the answer will be 1.1083. What should be the denominator so that the answer is 1.20? Let me find out first answer of X. 13,30,000 divided by 1.2. It is nothing but 11,08,333. 11,08,333. But sir, already the denominator is 12 lakhs. Minus 11,08,333. Is that alright? So, 12 lakh minus 11,08,333 is 91,667. 91,667. 91,667. If you will add it, you will be getting 12,91,667. You will have to deduct it. Is it alright? You will have to deduct this. Is it alright? To increase the beta to 1.20. Increase the beta to 1.20. And believe me, if you will find out the answer, this will be 11,08,333. New beta will be 13,30,000 divided by 11,08,333, and answer will be nothing but 1.2. That's all. Now what is this and why I have done this, I will tell you. That's all. This is nothing but short position. We all know short position, like, right? Selling position in risk-free investment. See, this was a purchase position in risk-free investment. invest this much money in long position in risk-free investment. Is it all? Invest this much money in short position of risk-free investment. Is it correct? So you are investing short in risk-free investment. Risk-free investment is having beta of 0, and so the total will remain this numerator. Denominator will change to 11,08,333, and your new beta will be 1.2. Is it correct? Why we have taken only risk-free in this? Try to concentrate. If portfolio manager seeks to increase the beta to 1.2, how much you need to increase the beta even by risk-free investment? See, beta can be increased by n numbers of ways. You can purchase more risky security, and you can adjust both numerator and denominator in such a manner so that it becomes 1.2. But here they are saying that use the concept of risk-free investment and don't use any other security. Is it correct? So ultimately it is beta is increased to 1.2 by short selling the risk-free investment of 91,667. You will say me, sir, how in the market can we do this? Believe me, right now you cannot do this. You cannot take short position in risk-free investment. Is it correct? But what does this answer means? You will have to sell your fixed deposits which are risk-free of 91,667 and invest in some of the security which is higher risky. So you need to take a short position exposure of risk-free security. Now there are n numbers of ways by which you can do this. Is it alright? You can take a short position in some of the security, long position in some of the security, and your net short position should be 91,667 in with beta of 0. Is it alright? So this was question number, and we have answered all three questions. 4.3.5. Is it alright? Next, 4.3.6. The rate of return of security company X and market portfolio for 10 periods are given below. Believe me, this is as good as question of foundation. So I will be writing some of the answers directly from the book. Is it all right? Return of the security X. So let me take X as a security and Y as a market. This is market portfolio. What is the beta of the security? How I can find out beta of the security? R into standard deviation of security divided by standard deviation of market, or covariance between X and Y divided by standard deviation of Y whole square. Why in denominator is standard deviation of Y whole square is because Y is equal to market, and in denominator it is market. This is beta of X. Is it alright? Beta of security. We have taken security as X. Is it alright? So you just need to find out covariance between X and Y and standard deviation of Y whole square. That is variance of Y. Is it alright? How you will do it? You will write down X. You will write down Y. Then you will find out X bar and Y bar. I hope there is no probability, so it is just simple average that you need to find out. I am directly taking it from book. X bar is 15, Y bar is 12. Then you need to find out X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar, X minus X bar into Y minus Y bar. You will also need Y minus Y bar whole square. Y minus Y bar whole square for beta. Sorry. You will need a total of this. You will need a total of this. Sorry. X minus X bar into Y minus Y bar is 357. And Y minus Y bar whole square is 706. I am not doing it because it is extremely simple, right? You just need to draw this column and find out the answer. Let me find out standard deviation of y. Is it a standard deviation of y is equal to sigma y minus y bar whole square upon n under root. I don't need under root because I need directly answer of variance. Is it correct? So when I want to find out answer of variance, it is y minus y bar whole square is 706 divided by how many securities? 10. Divided by 10 is 70.6. This is standard deviation of y or variance of y? Variance of y. I have directly found out variance of y. Is it correct? Let me also find out covariance between x and y. Covariance between x and y is sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar upon n. X minus x bar y minus y bar I have directly taken is 357. Divided by 10 is 35.7. This is covariance between x and y. Let us find out beta of the security. It is covariance between x and y divided by variance of market. It is 35.7 divided by 70.6. 35.7 divided by 70.6 is nothing but 0.5056. Is beta of portfolio, beta of security, and this is our first answer. Number 2. What is characteristic line of a security Y? What is a characteristic line? We have learned it. Characteristic line is Y, which is nothing but expected rate of return, is equal to alpha plus beta into RM. Beta into RM. Is it alright? I will need alpha because it is origin. I need to find out alpha. Is it alright? How to find out alpha is by same line. Try to concentrate. Expected rate of return or rate of return is equal to alpha plus beta into RM. I know rate of actual average rate of return of security, yes, x bar is 15. Alpha plus beta 0.5056. Is it all? Into RM. Return of market is 12%. 12. If I solve this, I will be getting alpha. Is it alright? It is 12 multiplied by 0.5056 minus 15. It is 8.9328. 8.9328. Now see, the question which should come in your mind is this. Sir, this is not actual rate of return. This is expected rate of return. That's correct. Agreed. I totally agree. Is it correct? But this is a line where y is expected rate of return and x is nothing but RM. That's correct. Beta is a scale. No, RM is a scale. Is it correct? So x is beta. Y is expected rate of return. Agreed. So for every value of beta, this should be your expected rate of return. What is the value of beta right now? Beta is 0.5056. And what is beta? X on line in our characteristic line. And what is what is expected or actual rate of return? Is nothing but 15%, which is nothing but y. So xy point, it is 0.5056 on x axis, and on y it is 15. This point is actual point. It is not an expected point. I agree. Is it alright? But for finding out alpha, we are assuming that this point lies on characteristic line. So if you will be drawing a characteristic line, let me draw a small characteristic line. So this is your characteristic line. This actual point with a beta of 0.5056 and return of 15%, this point is actually on characteristic line. This we are assuming. So instead of expected rate of return, we are taking actual rate of return just for the purpose of finding out alpha. I hope you understand. Here the origin is alpha, so this point will be alpha. For finding out alpha, we are assuming that actual beta and rate of return point lies on characteristic line. So instead of expected rate of return, we are taking actual rate of return. Alright. Student will help me to draft characteristic line. Now I know all the figures. Is it alright? How I will write down characteristic line? In last lecture, I had made a mistake. You should not make this mistake. Is it alright? Mac, you will help me out how to draw a characteristic line.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why?
Is equal to alpha.
You should not write down.
By,
yes.
8.9328.
8.9328 plus.
Beta is 0.5056.
You should not write down beta. You should write down beta only. Is it alright? Not actual beta. Is it? What is RM?
Sir, we have to write down actual beta, and in bracket we have to write down RM.
Alright. You will have to write down actual beta?
Yes, 0.5056.
0.5056. And in bracket you will have to write down
RM.
RM. This is incorrect. Try to concentrate. Mac. Whenever you write down a line, you will have to give them origin and scale. Then only they will be preparing line. Is it alright? You will have to give them origin and scale. What is origin? 8.9328. What is the scale, Mac? Think and give the answer.
Scale will be RM.
Scale will be RM and not beta. Beta is X. Is it alright? Beta is X. RM is the scale. Is it alright? So whenever you draw the line, you should write down the scale as it is. And X value, you should not write it down. Beta into RM. What is RM is 12%? This will be my characteristic line. Alright. If you will give some mathematician origin and scale, he will prepare a line and that line will be this particular equation. So yesterday I have done this mistake. You should not do this mistake. What you should keep it blank. Try to understand what is line. Y is equal to A plus BX. Is it alright? So when someone tells me that A is a 2 and B is 9. Is it all? I will give him that this line is y is equal to 2 plus 9x. I should not write down value of x and y. Is it all? It can be any value of x and y. Any value of x you take, find out value of y, that point will lie on that particular line. Is it alright? So this is a line on the graph. Is it alright? Then any value of x, you find out corresponding y. That particular points will lie on this line. It should lie on this line. Any value of x. Is it alright? So, whenever the line is taken, you cannot write down this. Is it alright? Y is equal to 2 plus 9 into 2. You should not write down value of x-axis. Is it alright? Whenever it is characteristic line, here it is y which is expected rate of return. Here it is x where it is beta. So, x is beta. You should not write down beta value. So I am not writing down beta value. I am writing this 12%. Is it alright? See what is given in suggested? What is the line written in suggested? It is x is equal to 8.94 plus 0.505 Rm. This is not a characteristic line. Is it alright? What this characteristic line says, I'll tell you. Is it alright? Origin is 8.94. Correct? Yes. Scale is 0.505. Correct or not, Mac?
No, scale is 12%.
Scale is 12%. Is it alright? You should write down scale. So this should be kept as it is. Beta. And you should write down actual RM, which is 12%. Is it right? Even if it is not matching with suggested, always write down this. Be absolutely logical. Is it alright? And then you will be always getting good marks. Is it alright? So this is my characteristic line incorrectly written in suggested. Write down in bracket. It is incorrectly written in suggested. Is it right? Don't follow blindly what is incorrect. Is it right? You need to rectify it. Next, 4.3.7. Is it right? That question was fully completed. Yes. A company has a choice of investment between several different equity-oriented mutual funds. The company has an amount of rupees 1 crore to invest. So 100 lakh they can invest. The details of mutual funds are as follows. So the question is of mutual fund. If the company invests 20% of its investment in first two mutual fund, let me write down first answer. If they invest 20% of its investment in first two mutual fund and an equal amount in mutual fund C, D and E. Is it alright? So 20% of investment in 20% of investment each in the first two mutual fund. So this will be 20%, this will be 20%. This will be weight. This word should be written each in first two mutual fund and an equal amount in mutual fund of C, D and E. What is beta of the portfolio? Is it alright? C, D and E. How much is spending? 60%. Equal amount is 20, 20, 20. What is beta of the portfolio? Beta of portfolio is weighted average beta of security. What is beta of this each case? 1.6, 1.0, 0.9, 2.0, 0.6. Believe me, be mathematically correct. Whenever the weights are equal, are the weights equal? Yes. This is beta. Whether you find out weighted average or whether you find out simple average, it is absolutely alright. Is it alright? I can find out simple average. 1.6 plus 1 plus 0.9 plus 2 plus 0.6 divided by 5. It is 1.22. Sir, can't we find weighted average? You can find out weighted average. Is it alright? But the answer will be same, which will be 1.22. I will solve first question. If the company invests 15% of its investment in C, let me draw this. A, B, C, D, E. 15% of investment in C, 15% of investment in A, 10% in E, and the balance in equal amount in other two. How much is balance? 30, 40, 60 is the balance. So 30% in B and D. What is beta of the portfolio? 1.6, 1.0, 0.9, 2.0, 0.6. This is beta of the portfolio. Weighted average beta is nothing but beta of portfolio. 15 into 1.6 is equal to M plus 30, M plus 15 into 0.9 is equal to M plus 30 into 2 is equal to m plus 10 into 0.6 is equal to m plus MRC is a sigma IW divided by sigma W is 100. Divided by 100, it is 1.335. Third, if the expected return of the market portfolio is 12%, so RM is 12%. A beta factor of 1, beta is of 1, this is third question, this was second one. What will be the portfolio expected return in both the situation given below? Alright, try to concentrate. I am finding out expected return of portfolio. To find out expected return of anything, you can use a CAPM model. What is CAPM model? I will tell you. Alright. Expected rate of return is equal to RF plus beta into RM minus RF. But the problem over here is RF is not given. RF is not available. Alright. Then what you can do is this. You can cancel this too. I have told you modified, right? RF plus beta into RM minus beta into RF. You can cancel this too. Mathematically you cannot do it, but theoretically you can cancel it. What will be expected rate of return is beta into RM. Because RF is not available, I am doing this. If RF was available, I would have found out by that method. So, expected rate of return in this portfolio, expected rate of return is beta 1.22 into RM 12%. And here, expected rate of return is beta is equal to 1.335 multiplied by 12%. So, here 12 into 1.22. 14.64. Here is 12 into 1.335. 16.02. Sir, when we can use this? You can use this when RF is not available. If RF is available, always find out by CAPM model. All three questions. This question was not typical, but you need to understand if RF is not given, you will have to use this formula by which you will have to find out expected rate of return. And in our formula book, we have written this, that if RF is not available, we can use this formula for expected rate of return. Alright, see 4.3.8 is the same question. I think it was first or second question, but it is exactly same. Replacing security better with Nifty. Yes, the figures are changed. But that is absolutely alright. If figures are changed, the concept remains absolutely same. They have given expected return of portfolio RF and RM. And they are asking capital asset pricing model, find out expected return and how if you replace better security with Nifty. Same question was asked previously. Let me give you also number. It is 4.3.4. Same question, so we are not repeating it again. Again, same question, 4.3.9 is the same as 4.3.2. Exactly same, no difference. Is it alright? The only difference probably is no, it is absolutely same. No difference. Is it alright? Even the figures are same. Is it alright? So this is end of all questions of beta. Is it alright? Let us go to question and answer solving if you are having. Just give me 1 minute. After 1 minute, we will be solving question and answers of this lecture. Is it alright? If you are having any.